What's going on, guys? Atlas here, back with another Black Ops 4 video. What we're going to be talking about today is I'm going to be starting a new series on this channel. This is going to be my first go for it, so I really want to get y'all's opinions on whether you like it, don't like it, what you guys want to see. I'm going to be starting a series on my channel called Story Time. So I'm just going to be telling y'all stories about my life, things that have happened to me, things that have happened to people that are close to me, anything I find entertaining, funny, weird, whatever I feel like I'm making a story time video on. So this is my very first go at anything like this. I've never done anything like this before. So if you guys enjoy the video, please comment down below telling me you like these and you want to see more of these, and make sure to subscribe so you catch the future videos. I appreciate it, guys, and I will get you right into the video. Getting into the video, the story I'm going to be telling you about today is the time I broke my wrist. Now, for anybody that knows me, and personally in real life, anything, knows I am about the clumsiest person on the planet. I have literally broken both my wrists twice, broken collarbone, broken ribs. I've broken a lot of stuff, and it always seems to be my fault or something unlucky that's happening to me. So, you know, it's not always fun, but, you know, now looking back at some of these stories, it's kind of funny how they happen and how unlucky I am. So with a little bit of backstory, you know, this is probably when I'm in middle school, so I'm probably like 13, 14. You know, middle school is, you know, here in the United States anyways, there might be some people not from the United States, is 6th through 8th grade. So 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I believe I was in the 7th grade at the time that this happened. Also, to anybody that knows me personally, knows I absolutely hated school. I hated school. All I wanted to do was come home and play video games all day. I couldn't stand going. So a lot of the time back then, I got really good at faking being sick so I didn't have to go to school. Like, really good. Like, probably shouldn't have been this good at it, but I was. But, you know, that day, you know, I was like, I don't want to go to school, you know, so I decided to attempt to act like I'm sick so I didn't have to go to school. Well, you know, karma comes back to bite you in the ass sometimes, so that, you know, that ended up happening. But we were, you know, I tried and tried and tried. You know, I faked throwing up, everything, but my mom just was not having it. She was just not having it. You know, I love my mom to death, but sometimes I can get away with it. A lot of the times I could not. So this happened to be one of the times I definitely was not getting away from being sick. So I was definitely going to end up going to school. So, you know, finally she was like, you're going to school. There's nothing you can do. I was like, okay, you know, I can, you know, there's nothing else I can do. I tried my best to get out of going to school. So finally she left for work. And, you know, at the time I lived probably 2 miles away from my school. So I actually had to walk to school because obviously I was in middle school. I didn't have a driver's license or anything. So I had to walk about 2 miles to school every day and 2 miles home every day, especially after football practice. That was just not a fun time trying to walk home after football practice, but I did it. So that day I was like, you know what, let me go ask the guy next door. It was actually one of my friends. His name was Dustin at the time. I was gonna ask him to walk to school together, but when I got over there, he told me he was gonna ride his bike. It sucked because at the time I didn't have a bike, so I literally walked to school every day. I wish I had a bike because it'd been much easier to get to school and get home a lot quicker too than spending, you know, an hour walking 2 miles to get home. So then he tells me he's got another bike. He's got a second bike that, you know, that I could ride if I wanted to. I was like, okay, cool. Let me ask my mom, make sure it's okay, because, you know, riding other people's stuff. She was kind of weird about borrowing stuff from people, all of that. So I called her. She was fine. She was just happy I was going to school and wasn't trying to BS out of going to school again. So he lets me borrow his bike. We're getting ready to leave. You know, I hop on it. You know, we're driving down the driveway, getting ready to go, and that's when it happens. I'm riding down the driveway on the bike, you know, not even pedaling. We're literally just kind of, you know, coasting down the driveway when the chain falls off of the bike, gets cut, like stuck in the front wheel, stops me dead in my tracks, and I do basically a front flip over the handlebars onto the ground. And of course, I stuck my hands out to try to, you know, prevent me from absolutely eating shit. Of course, that didn't really help, if not make things, you know, worse by the fact that I landed directly on my wrist, full force, full weight, and broke my wrist. Now, I didn't know at the time that I had broke my wrist. All I knew is it hurt like a motherfucker. I told Dustin to go ahead. You know, I was going to call my mom, you know, try to get out of school because I had broke my wrist for her to come pick me up. I called her once. She didn't believe me. She's like, no, go to school. You're lying, you know, whatever. You know, just get your butt to school. So I started walking to school. So, you know, I start walking to school. My mom's not having, you know, the whole, you know, broken arm thing. She doesn't believe me. She thinks I'm lying, still trying to get out of school, which I don't blame her. You know, I did try hardcore acting like I was sick to get out of it. So, you know, but you know, I keep on walking. I get about halfway to school, and so I'm like, okay, I just can't do this. There's no way I can go to school. This is hurting really bad. I need to figure out what's going on. So I called my mom again. She answered. I was like, I really think something wrong. You know, can you please come pick me up? About halfway to school. She's like, fine, but if there's nothing wrong and you're lying to me to get out of school, you're gonna be in big trouble. I'm like, I'm not lying to you. Come pick me up. So she comes and picks me up. We're on our way to the hospital. Like I said, I was about halfway to school at that point. She went and picks me up. We head to the hospital. There was a little bit of a wait, so we had to wait in the waiting room. Well, there was this kid sitting next to me. Obviously, I didn't know what was wrong with him. But I'm sitting there, you know. He gives me his Nintendo DS to play. So I'm sitting there playing his Nintendo DS while he's watching me. And my mom's like, there's no way your wrist is broken. You're playing this game. You know, she's getting mad at her. She's about to just take me home and is like, screw this. We're going home. There's no way you broke anything. You're just lying to get out of school. She's already more mad than she was a second ago because of that. I'm like, no, let's stay. You know, my wrist is actually broken. Finally, they call us. You know, I give the kids Nintendo DS back. We go back to the back room to get x-rays done. You know, they do the x-rays. We're sitting there waiting. You know, she's still, you know, not very happy. And then the doctor comes in and actually says my wrist is broken. And my mom felt so bad because she thought I was lying this entire time, which I can't, like I said, can't blame her. I did try to fake being out of school, you know, so she thought I was lying this entire time. She felt so bad that it was actually broken that she just started bawling her eyes out. And I felt bad for faking being, you know, going to school. Needless to say, I didn't do it for a while, but, you know, I felt so bad. She felt so bad because she thought I had, you know, I was faking it when I actually wasn't faking it, which is, you know, funny. But, you know, we got done. She bawled her eyes out because of me actually breaking my wrist. You know, we got a cast on it and everything. Can you believe my luck, though? You know, riding a bicycle down, the chain falling off, getting stuck in the front wheel, and me eating it and breaking my wrist. You know, I have tons of stupid stories of me breaking bones and doing stupid stuff. So if you guys enjoyed the video or the story, let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see more of these. Let me know if I'm cutting it up too much or if you want to cut it up more. Any of your opinions. I appreciate y'all stopping by and appreciate y'all watching the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one.